Question for you. What business couldn't use extra income? Hey, it's Tiki Barber. Right now, Amazon Hub Delivery is looking to partner with ambitious Seattle businesses to become Amazon Hub partners. You and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area when it's convenient for you. And with each package delivered, your business gets paid. Sign up at amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
For those in the market for flavor, there's Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, a flavorful drink that's a modern twist on a Mexican street classic with 4 vibrant and refreshing flavors. Pineapple, watermelon, hibiscus, and cucumber lime, made with a splash of real fruit juice. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas are perfect for any fiesta, small or big. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, boldly authentic, vibrantly flavorful. Drink responsibly. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas flavored beers imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. Hibiscus contains juice only for color.
All right, places, please. The Daly Migs Show is on deck. Guitars plugged in. Drums ready to go. Chickens.
They're clucking.
Other animals. And action. This is the Daly Migs Show on The Rock with Taryn Daly and Steve Migs.
While listening to the Daly Migs Show, please refrain from any unnecessary finger gesturing.
99.9 KISW.
Is mine on?
Is mine on?
You know what's funny is I'm like, come on, Taryn, stop being stupid. Turn your mic on. Then I turned mine on and it wouldn't turn on either.
Is mine is on now, though?
No, I can't hear you. Can you talk a little louder?
He's kidding.
Oh, is it really good?
No, can't hear you still.
He's kidding.
Okay, now I'm worried. What did I do? Did I mess something up?
I have no idea what's wrong, but I can't hear you right now.
Are you really joking with me?
No, I hear nothing.
You're such a liar.
We're blonde, Steve. You can't trick us like that.
Taryn's going to start crying in a second.
Oh, my gosh.
Can't hear you, Danny, in the background. He's kidding. Shh.
Don't ruin the joke, Danny.
Sorry. Well, that made it even better because you believe me more than him.
Because I'm trusting.
Yeah.
I'm trusting,
well,
and I'm also
first
gullible.
mistake you've made this morning.
Well, actually, the first mistake I made this morning was I was walking down the stairs, as I do when I wake up, and I missed a stair.
Oh, no, that's the worst feeling.
And the older that I get, and I know Sarah can relate because she's almost 40, but the older that I get, these simple things, it's like
savage already.
These simple things,
yeah.
You get really hurt. And like as the morning has continued, I can feel my groin muscle on the right side taking a beating.
So did you pull a muscle?
I think I did. Like, I got up to walk to the bathroom from sitting at my desk, and I was like, oh, no, that doesn't feel right. So now I'm in trouble.
Yeah, I can't give you a hard time. I once tweaked my neck in the last couple of months, just turning my head to see if any other, like whenever I turn lanes, I always do like the double check, even though I've got like the little sound that goes off if you're in your blind spot. You got the mirrors, but I still want to do that just to make sure.
Sure.
And all of a sudden that shooting pain just went down my neck into my back. And I'm like, this sucks.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Getting older sucks, but we will never be too old to put our freak flag all the way up the flagpole on a Friday, Steve Migs. You know it, baby. Now let's inform the Rockaholics.
Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daly Migs Download.
AKA the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
And the DMD is brought to you by Palace Law, and today is National Talk in an Elevator Day. So make things weird, make things awkward. Ask someone how their day is.
Just don't fart in there.
No, that's wrong. And don't even take a chance. Like, you get in the elevator and you're all by yourself. Don't rip one.
Oh, no.
Because I've learned that lesson multiple times. And all of a sudden, it's like clockwork. I'll leave this building. I'll never stop on another floor unless I rip one. And then all of a sudden I stop on 3 floors and I'm like, oh, this sucks.
And then they know it's you.
Until someone else gets on and then I act like it's them.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, this guy, he's just a savage. All right, the Mariners, you know what? I'm very excited about this because it just shows that maybe this team is committed to winning. Because right now, what are they, like a game behind in first place? And like obviously things have been going well for them because, well, the bats have not been alive, but they just picked up a bat. Outfielder, and damn it, I meant to look at his last name and figure out how to pronounce it, but I'm going to try my best. He plays for the Rays, but now he plays for the Mariners. Randy
Arozarena?
Arozarena.
Is that it?
I don't know, but thanks for letting me not fall apart in that one. Randy Arozarena. Anyways, he's been playing pretty well recently, and he's a guy that was a Rookie of the Year back in 2021, a 2023 All-Star. He's a good player, so hopefully he could bring some much-needed run support for this team because that's been a massive, massive issue. The pitching's been great, but the bats have been dead. So they traded a couple minor league players for him. So it's exciting news for Mariners, and they're playing tonight, taking on Chicago, the White Sox in Chicago.
Let's go Mariners. Skin City Tattoo and Piercing Supply in Tacoma has reported a theft of $1,500 worth of nipple rings. And this thievery happened in broad daylight. They have surveillance footage that shows the man stealing all this jewelry and then running out of the store. They have received some tips on who the person is, and I think they have identified him, but no arrests have been made yet. So he is on the loose with all the nipple rings.
So they need tips for the nips rings.
That's exactly it.
Okay, that's good. Really? So nipple rings?
Yeah.
I didn't know. Hey, there's a 22-year-old. This is just as confusing because he decided, hey, I'm going to steal a fire engine. This happened in Seattle here yesterday. And he got arrested because if you're going to steal a fire engine, you might want to figure out how to release the parking brake. And he was not able to make that happen. And a 911 call has been released about the crime that happened, and here it is.
We just had someone try to steal our fire engine.
Fire's requesting an expedited response. He did see a fire crew attempting to chase after him.
Dumbass. Well, thankfully they were able to arrest this moron.
Washington State ferry workers have reported an increase in unruly behavior and verbal abuse from passengers. And this is due in large part to the fact that there is a boat shortage happening. There's been a lot of delays. There have been cancellations. This is also summer's peak travel season, so longer waits. And passengers are just, of course, taking their frustrations out on the wonderful staff. So a WSF spokesperson called this negative behavior completely unacceptable. Everybody, just be nice to the ferry workers. They're frustrated too.
You know what's funny though? I go straight to the comments when I saw this article. I think it was on Como 4 News, and then there's just a slew of comments from people like, "Yeah, we'll be nice to them when they're nice to us."
Oh, jeez.
I don't know if there's like an issue where people that work at the ferries are not being very nice to the passengers, but it seems like there's a massive war between the two. There's a guy who was flying from the Netherlands to SeaTac, and he got busted because he had a bunch of drugs in his bags. This guy, I'm imagining he was trying to sell this and he wasn't going to party because he had 12 pounds of ketamine, both in liquid and powdered form. He had 2 pounds of codeine and 3 ounces of GHB. So they spotted it. They arrested him. Later, he posted bail, and he headed back to SeaTac with plans of traveling to London. And guess what he brought with him? More drugs. I don't know where he got more drugs, but he did. And yes, they actually busted him again. This time he had a half a pound of ketamine.
You think he just thought, there's no way it's going to happen to me twice in one day?
They already flagged me once. They're not going to think I'm going to be smuggling drugs again. Well, yeah, they caught him, and they arrested him. Hey, the weather's going to be a high of 76 degrees today. It's going to be sunny. The DMD is brought to you by Kia of Puyallup, and that's what's up.
Hey, Migs, remember that time that Billy Joel told you to F off, kid?
Yeah, I'll never forget that time. It's the greatest moment in my childhood.
Well, it sounds like there may be some fans that are going to tell him that now as well because of a recent collaboration he did with a very massive rock star. You're going to hear what happened at 6:20.
Yes, the Daily Migs Show.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber with 2 words any business owner wants to hear: extra income. Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for Seattle businesses to assist with local deliveries. You get paid for each package delivered. Amazon Hub Delivery has no startup cost, no long-term contracts, and no delivery experience required. If you're a Seattle business ready to assist with local deliveries, sign up today at amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
Selling a little or a lot? Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage, to the first real-life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit 1 million orders stage. Shopify's here to help you grow. Whether you're selling scented soap or offering outdoor outfits, Shopify helps you sell everywhere. From their all-in-one e-commerce platform to their in-person POS system, wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Shopify helps you turn browsers into buyers with the internet's best converting checkout. 15% better on average compared to other leading commerce platforms. And sell more with less effort thanks to Shopify Magic, your AI-powered all-star. Shopify powers 10% of all e-commerce in the U.S. And Shopify is the global force behind Allbirds, Rothy's, and Brooklinen, and millions of other entrepreneurs of every size across 175 countries. Plus, Shopify's award-winning 24/7 help is there to support your success every step of the way. Because businesses that grow with Shopify. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast now to grow your business, no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Billy Joel wanted to make absolutely certain that his 150th and final residency show at Madison Square Garden in New York City was going to be a special one. So he was joined by Axl Rose of Guns N' Roses for a couple of songs during this big concert.
I saw this morning when I was like, oh, this is awesome. Axl and Billy Joel together.
You want to hear what it sounds like? Here we go. It's Axl and Billy on Live and Let Die.
Maybe it's just a bad cell phone. Oh, thank you for muting that.
They also did a cover together, another cover, I should say, of Highway to Hell, and this time Billy was on the guitar.
Okay, and now Axl has sang with, well, I was going to give him a pass, but like Guns N' Roses have sang Live and Let Die all the time. It's actually one of their singles. But Axl has sang with AC/DC, so this should be fine.
Here you go.
That sounds good.
Let the crowd sing it.
I feel like the crowd is like the ultimate crutch for a guy who's losing his voice.
What was Billy Joel thinking?
Well, he's probably thinking, Axl Rose is here. Jump up on stage with me. This is going to be awesome.
But has he been paying attention to Axl Rose in the last 15, 20 years?
What I want to know is, what is Billy Joel thinking while it's going on and he's listening to it? Because, I mean, yeah, Axl, it's like Axl's so close to sounding like he used to, but there's like just something missing. It's, I think, age. I think you just hit a point where you just can't hit those high notes anymore.
Oddly enough, I went down a weird Guns N' Roses rabbit hole yesterday, and I saw it was like 2023 performance of Axl singing Paradise City, and it sounded so terrible. Like, and it was like, right, I guess like right after their big tour last year, and it's packed out and everything. And I was like, what did Axl sound like back in the 80s? So I went back and looked up Paradise City back in the 80s, and I'm like, oh, dude needs to just hang it up or get backup singers and just pull his way down.
And that's the thing is, when he sings in his lower register, he sounds great.
Yeah.
He can still do that, but when he tries to do the higher register, it's not working.
Your voice just can't keep doing that. Like,
No.
I mean, when back when he was in his 20s, I mean, he could hit those high notes, and even sometimes even then it wasn't perfect, but there was a certain attack to it. There was a certain aggression to it. He's now, what, 50, late 50s, I got to imagine, maybe pushing 60.
Mm-hmm.
I can't expect him to be able to hit those notes anymore, but in that situation, maybe like you said, like either you have, I would not be opposed if Guns N' Roses had like someone helping him in the background. Like I've heard Miles Kennedy, who's actually performs with Slash, and he's done Guns N' Roses songs. I'm like, man, this guy is crushing it.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
I get though, as a Guns N' Roses fan, you want to see Axl up on stage, but backing vocals wouldn't be a bad thing to maybe help out. But I even noticed that recently there's a brand new Jane's Addiction song.
Yeah.
And the new Jane's Addiction song, I genuinely do like it a lot. It's like, it just sounds like an old school Jane's Addiction song, but Perry Farrell can't sing like he used to, and it sounds weird. It just sounds like somebody with a deeper voice now fronting Jane's Addiction, who kind of sounds like Perry Farrell, but it's him. He just, your vocal cords are just, you can't do that anymore.
Back in May, I saw Sting for the first time, and it was very, very good. But I was super excited to hear him play some of these older Police songs and things like that, but they completely changed the key. Because even Sting can't hit those notes, and he's not going to go out there and embarrass himself. So they modified those songs, and he sounded great.
I wonder if anyone's ever, I mean, I don't know. Do you think that there's just this thing in Axl's head, like, I refuse to give this up. I refuse to accept that I'm not a young singer anymore?
100%. It's Axl Rose.
I know there's an ego. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
right. There's a massive ego. But do you think there's nobody in his world that could pull him aside and be like, yo, Axl, I don't know if you could do this anymore. Like, you can't sing like that anymore. Maybe you should try something different.
I mean, is the social media backlash not enough?
I wonder if they let him see that.
Is someone like filtering what he sees on social media? Like, he should be aware.
I'm willing to put a good amount of money that he's not paying attention to that, or he sees it, he's just like, these are just haters.
Well, you know what's funny too? It's like, because like there are bands out there, like one of our favorite bands, Steve, Taking Back Sunday. They, he can't. Adam Lazzara can't sing anymore, but they will not post videos of him singing live anymore. I don't know if you noticed that on their Instagram, because they did a couple and they would take them down because the comments were so hateful of being like. And so now they anytime they're playing live, there's like a backing track like playing from their album as opposed to the live version, because there's been so much hate about his voice lately.
So they use a backing track when he's performing?
No, meaning like they'll put on social media only.
Gotcha.
So that way you can't actually hear the performance. So that way they don't have to read the comments.
See, at least with that band, I mean, they're just such passionate fans that sing along to every single word that he's singing. So I think he could kind of like just keep that microphone away from his voice and just let the crowd take over.
You guys, it's your turn.
But then again, I mean, I saw Guns N' Roses. Granted, it was at the Gorge. It was like maybe close to 10 years ago now, but still, it wasn't when Axl's voice was in its prime. But when you're there in the room and everyone's singing along, it's not nearly as hard on the ears as it is when you hear like a cell phone recording or like a live recording on a YouTube page.
Yeah.
Yeah. Billy might have been better off just doing his set without him.
Poor Billy.
I'm sure for the people there, that was cool.
Oh, yeah. You would have freaked out.
Yeah. I mean, he probably waited till later in the show. That way people are good and liquored up. So they
didn't sound as atrocious.
The ears hear something different.
Rockaholics, download the Odyssey app for your smartphone, then log in and listen to KISW, because you're going to have multiple chances to win your share of $100,000. Could not be easier to make this happen. You just create and log into your free account on the Odyssey app. And for more info on the contest, you can head over to KISW.com. How would you like to win VIP tickets to Epic Queen? Give us a call right now, 206-803-ROCK. We want to see how well you know the Summer Olympics. 206-803-ROCK. We will play Olympic oddities after Nirvana.
The Daily Migs Show.
Do you know who is fired up for the Olympics? It's our friend Sarah. Woo! She is so excited about the Olympics that she went ahead and found a bunch of Olympic sports that she swears she has never heard of.
Okay.
And is quite certain that our Rockaholics have not heard of these either. So what we're going to do is have Sarah name a sport, and then you'll have to tell us what it is.
Well, because the Olympics start tonight. Are they
They
already even doing stuff, I feel like?
There's some like pre-qual things happening right now, but I believe the opening ceremony is begins at 10:30 our time.
Oh, well, we better hurry up and finish this
in
show
Paris.
so we can all watch it. Oh, yeah. Let's go.
Sarah will name the sport. You have to tell us what it is. So easy. We're going to play a game called Olympic Oddities.
The Olympics are here and the thrills in the air. We got a challenge, you say. We name the sport. You guess and report. Screw you, Danny. Let's play Olympic Oddities.
aggressive.
We got a challenge to say. We name the sport. You guess and report. Screw you, Davey. Let's play Olympic oddities. We got a challenge to say. We name the sport. You guess and report. Screw you, Davey. Let's play Olympic oddities. Hell yeah!
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
We have two callers on the line. We have Amy and Lacey and Adam in Shelton. And the first of our listeners to get two right will win VIP tickets to Epic Queen next month in Edmonds at the Center for the Arts.
Nice.
Amy.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Amy, are you on a Bluetooth? And if so, can you switch it? Because you sound weird.
No, I was on a speaker. That was why I asked. Can
Oh,
you
okay.
hear me now?
Yeah,
Yes.
I hear you great. I thought you were in the middle of like swimming or something like that.
No. Oh, that's if that's my question, you do that in the water. Did I
Okay.
get it right?
Amy, before we start the game, are you even excited about the Olympics? Or do you care?
Oh my gosh. Hello. I am 51 years old. I have repeatedly watched this for decades.
Wow.
Winter, summer. Sarah, you and I would be drinking literally together for the next 2 weeks.
Well, if we're drinking for 2 weeks, then I'm in for the Olympics. Let's go.
All right, come on over.
Are you more of a summer or a winter Olympics person?
Well, I am a event person, so I like things in both of the Olympics.
Favorite event?
Yes.
All right.
My favorite event, honestly, I have to say, skiing in the winter, but then it would be swimming for the summer.
Yeah.
Awesome.
All right, so the first of you to get two right will win tickets to VIP tickets to Epic Queen. Sarah.
Oh, wait. Before Adam, are you a fan of the Olympics?
Absolutely.
Nice.
Favorite sport?
Good morning, Adam.
Good morning.
Oh, look, we're making friends.
Amy.
So I like both as well. And my favorite for Summer Olympics is cycling, and my favorite for winter is hockey.
Nice.
Heck yeah. Okay, Amy. First question to you, all right?
Okay.
Breaking, is it a land or a water sport?
Did you say breaking that begins with a B as in boy?
Yes.
Is that on land or water? I'm going to say land, because I've never heard of that.
That is correct. This is probably the most thing I'm excited for. Breakdancing
Let's
is debuting for the first time this Olympics. Yes, breakdancing, people. Okay.
Oh, my God.
Right? Adam, question to you. Equestrian involves riding what animal?
Horses.
Woo!
All right, each got a point.
Amy, back to you. Modern pentathlon has how many sports involved?
Did you say the pentathlon with the P?
Yes.
Is that 5?
It sure is.
Oh, man. Adam, you get this wrong. Amy wins the tickets.
Adam.
Oh, the pressure's on.
Big time pressure for the Olympics.
In canoe, slalom, I don't know.
I think the second one.
Is it slalom?
Yeah.
No, well, you guys, I practiced that. In canoe slalom,
Practice harder.
are you going upstream, downstream, or both?
Both.
Whoa, yes. Okay.
Now we're in overtime.
Amy, back to you. Sport climbing, true or false? Is speed a factor?
True.
That is true. Wow, you guys are really good at this. Adam, true or false? Race walking is an Olympic sport that debuted in the early 1900s.
Race walking?
Race walking, yes.
False.
It is true. Wow.
When did it debut?
In 1904. And that is just a fancy way of pretty much speed walking.
Speed walk.
I thought you were tricking me with the title.
Nope, it is called race walking in the Olympics.
Honestly, at first thought, I thought
have it?
They sure do.
I was thinking that was a horse sport. That's a human sport.
It is a human sport.
How about
They
that?
look so funny doing that, too.
I know, dude. I do like watching that one.
It's like they're I mean, they're race walking to the porta potty if you've ever seen it.
Amy, I'm with you. It looks like they got to poop. Well, they're walking, their
Right.
butts are clenched and they're walking stiff-legged and I'm like, oh.
Yep, their legs have to be so straight. Oh my gosh, you guys did amazing though.
Nice job, Adam. Way to go, and congratulations, Amy. You're winning the tickets to go see Epic Queen.
Woo!
Enjoy, Amy.
I think we should swap numbers for those two, and they should watch
fun.
the Olympics together. Yeah.
They were like super fans.
I loved that.
Do you have a sport that you like to watch, Steve, in the summer?
I'm actually excited to watch break dancing. I ain't gonna lie.
Have you watched it before?
No. I mean, I've watched people break dance, but never as an Olympic thing. I think is this the first time it's as an Olympic sport?
Yeah.
Yes.
No way.
I'm so excited for it. This is like the one that I'm like, okay, when is this on? Or I'm going to have to look it up.
And I don't even know what country's like the most heavily favored. Like, I like to think it's the United States of America.
Well, I mean, they had Voltron, you know? I mean, they're standing on the shoulders of giants,
yeah,
you know?
I wish they would have reached out to me for some consultation on what not to do. Yeah, I don't know. What do you think? Maybe Canada?
I have no idea.
You think the Canadians are top breakdancers?
No, you know
I think the U.S.
I think
is,
US.
y'all. Yeah.
I don't know though, because they have like what is that dance team? The Jabberwockies.
The Jabberwockies.
And aren't they from like Asia? I believe. So I don't know.
You could be in trouble.
So you think, is it like Japan?
Japan or China?
Yeah.
I'm rooting for USA.
I'm trying to see like what the odds are.
I took a few breakdancing classes back in my day, so you know.
What was your big move?
I could top rock, which is just like stepping.
Oh man, people were
forward.
thinking that Team France might have the advantage.
Oh wow.
What was your big breakdance move?
Was it? Please tell me you spun on your head.
I tried.
Oh,
didn't go well.
Did somebody in your group, what do you call it? Squad?
Crew.
Yes.
Your crew. Somebody was a head spinner?
Yeah, Brian Corrigan. He was really good at it.
So what was your power move?
I was like a windmill kind of guy, personally.
Like, is that with the legs flying around?
That and then the one where you just lay on your back and you spin in a circle really fast. Those are my two. Those are my jams.
And then did you end in a pose?
Oh, I'd attempt to. We weren't very good.
you have to stick it. You're not breakdancing if you don't stick it.
I did love a good freeze, like when you're moving and you just freeze.
Can you do that after Beat Migs today?
You know what? Yeah, let's bring back our breakdancing.
Oh, please,
moves,
God, yes.
Steve.
You know what? If Beat Migs was an Olympic sport, I'm not going to lie, Migs would dominate.
Yes.
He's got a record of 204 wins, 58 losses, and 33 ties in 2024. 206-803-ROCK. We'll play Beat Migs at 650.
The Daily Migs Show.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber with a special message for Seattle businesses looking to diversify your income. Amazon Hub Delivery is making it easy to earn extra money. When you partner with Amazon Hub Delivery, you and your staff will deliver packages to customers in your area. With each package delivered, you'll gain extra income and exposure for your business. There's no upfront cost, no delivery experience, and no long-term contracts required. Sign up to learn more at amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
You don't just live in your home. You live in your neighborhood as well. So when you're shopping for a home, you want to know as much about the area around it as possible. Luckily, Homes.com has got you covered. Each listing features a comprehensive neighborhood guide from local experts. Everything you'd ever want to know about a neighborhood, including the number of homes for sale, transportation, local amenities, cultural attractions, unique qualities, and even things like median lot size and a noise score. Homes.com. We've done your homework.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber with 2 words any business owner wants to hear: extra income. Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for Seattle businesses to assist with local deliveries. You get paid for each package delivered. Amazon Hub Delivery has no startup cost, no long-term contracts, and no delivery experience required. If you're a Seattle business ready to assist with local deliveries, sign up today at amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
It's one thing falling in love with a house, and quite another navigating the world of negotiating, mortgage lenders, and finding the budget that works best for you. Guidance from an agent who's a Realtor can make all the difference, because that's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know I sure am, because we made it. It's Friday.
Friday, motherfucking Friday. Everybody's ready for the weekend.
There they go.
Is this an Olympic sport?
Probably.
Gold, silver, bronze.
We made it through another week, and I don't know about anyone else, but this week has felt pretty long. So I am so happy it's Friday. Let's get to Eric from Tacoma. Eric, are you there? Eric?
Hello?
Eric?
Yeah, I'm here.
Woo! Thought we lost you.
I'm here.
Eric,
I'm here.
this is very exciting because if you beat Migs today, I am going to send you a one-of-a-kind Daly Migs gold medal. And they are so cool. And I'm currently rocking one because I'm number one.
It looks great on you, Sarah.
Thank you.
I like you as a champion.
Shout out to our boy Justin in Ferndale who created these beautiful things.
It's amazing what 3D printers, what gold people can make.
Yeah.
It's gold,
in the
Steve.
comfort of their own home.
All right, I'm Sarah, your host, and it is time for you to get out of here.
Bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Eric has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Queen had the 70s hit song titled We Are the What?
Champion.
You know it. Winners at the Paris Olympics will receive medals made from old pieces of what famous monument?
Pass.
What president is on the nickel?
Franklin.
No.
Roosevelt.
No.
Lincoln.
No. What 2 actors play the title characters in the new movie Deadpool and Wolverine?
Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds.
Yes. Most children have how many baby teeth?
30.
No.
32.
No.
28.
No. Who is your dad's sister to you?
My aunt.
Yes. Kelly Ripa played Haley Vaughn in what soap opera?
Pass.
What band had the hit songs Like a Stone and I Am the Highway?
Aerosmith.
No.
Pass.
Which is the largest country in South America by area?
Was it Audio Slave?
It was Audioslave. And Eric?
I missed the last question.
Well, you got 4 correct. Right. I don't even know if that would be a bronze.
Wow, Sarah.
Do y'all think it's going to be a gold? Let's be real.
If Migs gets the gold, then he would get the silver.
Is
regardless of score.
Is it even silver performance worthy?
Ouch.
Well, I don't know. We'll see. It's Friday.
Savage Sarah today.
Now I'm really
It's
rooting
Friday.
for
She's a little salty, still hungover from Wednesday.
And I may have drank a little bit last night, too.
Hair of the dog.
Yeah, exactly. Steve, are you ready?
Oh, yeah!
Queen had the 70s hit song titled We Are the What?
Champions.
Yes. Winners of the Paris Olympics will receive medals made from old pieces of what famous monument?
The Eiffel Tower?
Yes.
Really?
What president
That's
is on
cool.
the nickel, isn't it?
The nickel. Lincoln.
No.
Hey, Washington.
No.
Huh. Jefferson.
Yes.
What?
What 2 actors play the title characters in the new movie Deadpool and Wolverine?
Hugh Jackman, Ryan Reynolds.
Wow, correct. Most children have how many baby teeth?
24.
No.
12.
No.
22.
Ooh, no. Who is your dad's sister to you?
Where in America are you asking this question? No, I'm kidding. Is that your aunt?
It is.
Yeah.
Kelly Ripa played Haley Vaughn in what soap opera?
Days of Our Lives.
No.
Young and the Restless.
No.
General Hospital.
No. What band had the hit songs Like a Stone and I'm the Highway?
Audio Slave.
You know it. Which is the largest country in South America by area?
I don't know. Peru?
No.
Portugal?
Oh my gosh.
Argentina?
No. You sound so
Paris?
sad.
Because I don't know any. I know none of those are probably in South America.
But you do know a lot of soap operas, which I was impressed with.
I was trying to think of the shows that my mom used to watch when I was a kid and I was stuck at home.
You got 6 correct, which is a win, 6-4.
Do I get the gold medal?
I don't know. It looks really good on me.
It does look good on you.
Well, luckily we have a few.
We do. But maybe we'll see. Yes, you named a lot of soap operas, but you did not say All My Children. Does anyone know how many teeth children are born with?
20s.
There we go.
Oh, it's just 20.
Yeah, just 20.
Even, yes.
Yeah, definitely not 12.
I was just thinking it would be really funny if a kid only had 12 teeth.
That might be unnerving.
That would be creepy, yeah. Which is the largest country in South America by area?
Brazil?
Yes.
Easy.
Wow.
Oh, of course, because you got it right.
And how cool is that the medals will be like with pieces from the old Eiffel Tower?
I love that.
I didn't even realize that there was an old Eiffel Tower.
Me either.
Well, I'm sure they've had to replace sections of it over the years,
And it's cool that they kept those parts, though.
because they knew they were going to have a purpose.
Yeah?
I guess so. Well, congratulations, Steve. You won.
KISW presents the Halloween Hullabaloo, and we're going to be at the ShoWare Center in Kent for that on October 13th. Godsmack and Hailstorm are going to be coming to town, and those tickets are on sale now. Especially if today's payday, go get yourself some at KISW.com. Steve Migs, when was the last time a stranger yelled at you?
It just happened. What? It did.
Today?
No, but
Yesterday.
Monday.
What'd you do?
I was heading over to the Family Fun Center, and as I was stuck at a light, some lady's just yelling. I don't think she was yelling at me, but I made the mistake to roll my window down, and she was in the car, and she's just screaming. I don't even know what she's saying. I'm looking at her like, what is happening right now? And then she said something to the extent of, look at you looking all fancy in your Kia. And I'm like, what? Like, I never thought that being fancy would be associated with driving in my Kia, but okay. I mean, I did just wash it. Yeah, she was just losing her mind, but I think she was just yelling at anything because when she drove off, she was still yelling. I don't think I was to blame.
You were not the target?
No, but I just made the mistake of rolling my window down because I thought she was asking me a question.
Oh, my gosh.
She wasn't.
Well, Rockaholics, when
Lots
was the
of curse
last
words.
time? When was the last time a stranger yelled at you? 206-803-ROCK. We want to hear that story, and we'll take your calls after Pearl Jam.
The Daily Migs Show.
When was the last time a stranger yelled at you, Rockaholics? 206-803-ROCK. We ask this because a woman in California is going viral for yelling at complete strangers on Laguna Beach.
Okay.
She screamed at a woman and her 2 young kids. She was dropping multiple F-bombs while making the claim that the entire beach belonged to her. Mind you, this is a public beach, and here's the audio.
It's not harassment on the beach, it's harassment in my home property. Whoa. Get out of here, now!
Yeah, that's what happens when you're angry for no reason.
This is not an Instagram moment place. You're in my property, get moving now! Now you're in my property line. Move it.
Ma'am, we're walking.
Pretty slow. Don't use the word crazy.
So she even brought out a spool of rope and started roping off the beach in front of her house.
I love this. This might be my new favorite pastime. Calm people interacting with angry people.
Oh, it's the best.
She's freaking out, yelling and screaming. The other woman's like, all right, have a good day. This is not an Instagram moment. Yeah, Karen, it is.
206-803-ROCK. When was the last time a stranger yelled at you? Molly in Tacoma.
What's up, Molly?
Hey, how's it going?
Doing great. How you doing?
Pretty good.
All right, when did you get yelled at by a stranger?
So one night we were all in Tacoma, me and a couple girlfriends, and we had our older coworker Jackie with us, and she's probably in her late 50s. And so we get out of the bar or whatever, and we start walking uphill. I'm walking Jackie to her car, and we see somebody underneath of like a car, and you can visibly hear like a sawzall going off. And I'm just like, you know what? This is Tacoma. Keep your head down. Keep walking. And
I think that's the Tacoma slogan.
Exactly. And Miss Jackie starts yelling at me, "Oh my God, Molly, is he stealing? Is he stealing?" And I said, "Jackie, let's go. Come on." And as he gets out from under the car, he gets up and he looks at us and he goes, "F you, what do you care?" And then starts cussing at us some more and starts running after me and Miss Jackie up the Tacoma Hill.
With a sawzall.
With the sawzall.
Did you guys call like the cops or something like that? What was going on then?
No, dude, you just run away.
Silly Steve.
Oh my God.
That's crazy. We got a text message that someone says, "I work in traffic control, so getting yelled at on a daily basis pretty much happens." You could say it's on an hourly basis because God forbid a flagger stops traffic so that work can be completed and everybody's safe. I never understand why people get mad at the flaggers. Me either. It's such a strange, like they are doing their job, like as if they're showing up randomly to your neighborhood and like, I'm just going to stop traffic for funsies.
I was on a bike ride just a couple weeks ago with one of my Bike MS teammates, and we were in a turn lane in the road, and some guy that was turning, kind of next to us yells at us, "You're not cars!"
That was me.
It was you?
I can't stand bikers. I'm
God, Steve. We were obeying the traffic laws. We were being good.
What
we weren't
did you
even
do?
moving.
Did you yell back at him?
Well, Dick that I was riding with.
It's not nice to call him that.
No, he yelled back. Some expletives. It was great.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, of course.
Now, what would happen, though, if the car then stopped?
Well, that guy, he had a kid in his car, too. I'm like, don't do it in front of your kid.
That's-
Don't be yelling at the poor bikers in front of your kid.
So I said, I'm a high school sports official. I get yelled at by strangers all the time.
Oh, imagine if they got to kick people out of the game, too.
I mean, I never will understand that. Just going back, even with the flaggers, too. Like, if someone's, like, officiating high school sports, they're doing it for the love of it. You know what I mean? Like, they love being a part of it, love being involved with high school sports. They're clearly not doing it because it's like they're paying their salary with this. Like,
no.
Chill out, parents. You don't need to be yelling at these officials for whatever reason it is.
Did you ever play high school sports when you were younger? Did you play that kind of stuff? Did your parents ever get fired up in a game?
They just get fired up if I ever did anything that was somewhat good.
So you'd be yelling like happy stuff.
They've accepted that I suck, so they just sat there and just kind of like powered through it until I was done with whatever sport that it was, and then they'd take me and get ice cream.
Oh,
yeah, it's so sweet.
You guys are an ice cream household. I like that.
I recently got yelled at while I was in Hawaii. Oh. And that was it was such an awkward thing because I didn't think we were doing anything wrong. We were at a beach, and there was a seal on the sand. And obviously you don't want to get too close to the seal. And we weren't. Me and Tatum were looking at the seal and just being, isn't this awesome? But this woman starts yelling from the water, just like, get away from it. What's wrong with you? All these stupid tourists, and like screaming and yelling, didn't you read the effing sign? And I'm like, what sign? And there was a sign, but it wasn't like as if like I walked to the beach and like said, let's comb the beach and look at all the signs. And as I looked at the lady, I'm like, all right, you don't need to yell at me about it. If you just said, hey, you're getting too close or you're getting too loud around the seal, I would have been like, that's cool. I'm not gonna argue with you about this, but we weren't even that close.
And then Tatum started yelling expletives at the lady, right?
It was quick. She told her to F off.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Yeah,
I was like, that's my girl.
Raising her upright.
Right. Don't tell mom.
We all go to a lot of events. Have you ever lost a friend at an event, and then when you find them, they're just talking to some random person?
Oh, all the time.
I feel like this happens to my husband every time we go to an event together anywhere. He loses me, and I'm chatting it up with somebody else.
Not surprised.
Well, on Wednesday, when we were at the Mariners game, this happened to us because we lost Sarah. It was a bit of a strange moment because when we found her, we saw her chatting it up with an older man in his 70s, and she was recording her conversation.
It didn't look like she was talking to him. It looked like she was flirting with him.
And he probably liked it.
She was doing the hair thing. I'm not sure what constitutes as flirting, but like these were textbook things that you've heard about. Like whenever like a sign of a girl flirting is she plays with her hair or touches a person's arm, and she was doing all that stuff.
And we noticed she was recording this conversation as well. We have not yet heard what they were talking about, but we are going to find out what was going on at 7:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber with 2 words any business owner wants to hear: extra income. Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for Seattle businesses to assist with local deliveries. You get paid for each package delivered. Amazon Hub Delivery has no startup cost, no long-term contracts, and no delivery experience required. If you're a Seattle business ready to assist with local deliveries, sign up today at amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
Selling a little or a lot? Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage, to the first real-life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit 1 million orders stage. Shopify's here to help you grow. Whether you're selling scented soap or offering outdoor outfits, Shopify helps you sell everywhere. From their all-in-one e-commerce platform to their in-person POS system, wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Shopify helps you turn browsers into buyers with the internet's best converting checkout. 15% better on average compared to other leading commerce platforms. And sell more with less effort thanks to Shopify Magic, your AI-powered all-star. Shopify powers 10% of all e-commerce in the U.S. And Shopify is the global force behind Allbirds, Rothy's, and Brooklinen, and millions of other entrepreneurs of every size across 175 countries. Plus, Shopify's award-winning 24/7 help is there to support your success every step of the way. Because businesses that grow with Shopify. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast now to grow your business, no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
On Wednesday, we went to the Mariners game. The Mariners lost, and we also lost Sarah.
We did a few times.
Only to see that at one point when we lost her, she was chatting it up with an older man, probably in his 70s. And we noticed that she was recording her conversation with him, and we have not heard what was happening.
We told her, like, whatever you recorded, just send it to us. Usually I would go through it, edit it down, make sure it's good to air. But I was like, I don't even want to know what the hell she was talking about, but they were in it.
I don't even know what this audio is going to say. I don't really remember.
Was this a couple too many Tito lemonades?
Yes.
Oh, boy.
Well, Rockaholics, for the first time ever, let's treat our ears to Sarah's chat with a 70-year-old man.
The world premiere.
Okay, I'm at the Mariners game right now with Douglas Olson, who you work here, don't you?
You're already on a last name basis with the guy. Look at you.
I was. I read his name tag real good.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Don't you?
Yes, I do. I've been here for about 7 years, and I'm generally over by the visitors' dugout, so we see a lot of action over there. A lot of things happen.
Okay, so what kind of action have you seen?
Well, foul balls are the number one thing that happen. The foul balls go up and over. People aren't really paying much attention to this anymore. They're watching the game, and of course, when they come down and plop on top of people's heads, and most of the time we have no incidents, but sometimes it does break a head open.
It breaks it open like blood everywhere?
Yeah, we've had a fair amount of people. I think people should pay more attention. It's still a baseball game.
Dude, that even happened when we were at the Aqua Sox game. I don't know if there was a listener that was just trolling me, but whenever it was a foul ball, they're like, Migs, look out. And I had like that moment of panic. I'm like, where's the foul ball?
Because you weren't paying attention either.
And one did land like four rows behind us.
Scary times, man.
Things happen. We get, today we've got close to 40,000 people here.
Yeah, there's a lot of people.
There's a lot of people, and things happen when you get a group of people that big. And, that's our main objective here, is to be here to help you safely enjoy the game.
Yes, and then you said yesterday someone you think almost had a heart attack?
Well, what? No, well...
I like how he immediately starts covering up too. No, that's not what I said. He's like, that wasn't for the radio. That was me just trying to put some game on you and talk about how I saved a man's life.
But to be fair, it was because of the Mariners score. That's what really killed him.
Right.
Almost had a heart attack?
Well, it might have been last week we did.
Oh.
Yeah, it's awful pale, and we call medics. We have medics on duty.
Oh, good.
Real close. It's not like we're waiting for somebody from outdoors. No, we have...
With balls flying everywhere, you gotta have someone close.
Excuse me, what?
Did you say?
Context.
Was that the moment when you were playing with your hair while talking to him?
Yeah, I was twirling it,
Balls flying everywhere, you gotta have someone close.
Yeah, we have full medical group here. And police on duty. We have all kinds of security with us. We're safe.
Wow.
That's
and you have to jump in action.
We do, yeah. If whoever's the first person to see the incident.
You're really pumping his tires, I tell you.
You're so brave, Douglas.
I was like, wow, you're a hero.
You need to get down there and do what you can. And we have our system of getting hold of help immediately.
And have you ever been hit by a ball or a bat or anything like that?
No, we've all come close to them because, like I said, I am down by the dugout area.
I can only imagine.
What was that sound that you just made?
Down by the dugout area.
I can only imagine.
So it happens, And
you risk your life.
No. No, we don't. I hope we don't say we risk.
Save people's lives.
Well, and we do serve a little bit of alcohol, so sometimes we have to watch inebriated.
Is somebody getting whipped in the background?
Was that you, Steve? That kind of sounded like you.
That was that moment where you pulled off your belt and I forgot about that.
Just making sure you knew.
We got to stop day drinking.
Inebriated people.
Thank you so much, Douglas.
You're very welcome. Okay.
All right, Douglas sounds awesome, first of all.
Yes.
He put up with you for like 4 minutes.
I felt like way longer than that, but he was so great. I had one simple question to ask, and he had no idea the answer. When the salmon race was, that's what I needed.
That's why you went there to find out about that, and then this happened?
Yes. He didn't know the answer. He went to his supervisor, then he came back, then we talked, and then I was like, you probably should go back to watching if foul balls or anything, if someone's getting injured. Like, I'm taking up so much of your time right now.
You were quite the distraction.
Sure was.
No, someone said this 7-year-old seems to like that 40-something-year-old cougar in Sarah. You were talking because you were talking to another 70-year-old security guy later on in the game. Yeah.
I was.
The bull riding guy.
Yes, the one who said he was good in bed. These older men just loved me.
Well...
Or is it the other way around?
You love older
There's
men.
a pattern, Sarah.
I mean, you were talking to them.
This is true. And Douglas did say his daughter's name is Sarah without an H. So that really bonded us.
Is his daughter also 40?
Please tell me you didn't ask him, can I call you daddy or anything like that? No.
It's more like, can I call you grandpa?
A gilf?
Just kidding.
Gilf.
Are you?
Could you imagine being at a ball game and someone has a heart attack, though?
Oh.
Well, and then I was looking around. It was packed on Wednesday.
Yes.
Like, I can't. And someone's probably just screaming like, "Hey, we need help!" And then Douglas has got to jump into action.
I don't think Douglas is going to jump anywhere, Sarah.
Some places he might jump.
Well, you know.
Hey.
If you missed all of our shenanigans at the Mariners game, you can check out yesterday's show by going to the Odyssey app and check out the Daly Migs Daily podcast. And just to give you a little window into the world of chaos of what was going on Wednesday, here are some of our favorite moments.
Being good on the bull does not equal being good on the bean.
Yes! And the consensus so far has been what?
Yes!
Right by a burger stand.
Yes! By the way, it smells like weed.
Yes! Danny! Yes! Danny!
Yes! Oh my God, I would eat this every day.
Oh my gosh.
Who lets us go out in public?
The further removed we get from it, the weirder it sounds.
Really, though? Like, I thought yesterday it sounded cringy. Today it sounds even worse.
Well, speaking of the Odyssey app, download it, and then you can log in and listen to KISW. Easy peasy for your chance to win your share of $100,000. Very simple. You create an account or log into your existing account on the Odyssey app and listen to your heart's content. You can get more info at KISW.com. Rockaholics, now we want to know if you have an epic weekend planned. We want to hear all about it. Give us all the tasty details. 206-803-ROCK. What do you have going on this weekend? Call us up now. 206-803-ROCK. We'll take your calls after AC/DC.
The Daily Migs Show.
Do you have an epic weekend planned? If so, we would love to hear all about it. 206-803-ROCK. Andrew in Kent, what are you doing at McMillan Farm this weekend?
I am DJing the Hot Sauce Festival. It's their 4th annual Hot Sauce Festival going on this weekend.
What exactly happens at the Hot Sauce Festival? Is it a competition or just a celebration or both?
Both, actually. There's 35 vendors. They're all going to have different types of hot sauce, all different types of foods. And then pretty much it's just a big, gigantic celebration of just having a good time. They even got blow-up toys for all the kids to come out, and it's just going to be a blast.
That sounds awesome.
I wonder if they're going to have who can withstand the hottest of the hot sauce competition or something along those lines.
That is going on as well. And then they've also got, they're doing a corn thing where they've got jalapeno corn, Reaper corn, and ghost pepper corn.
Ooh.
Okay, that sounds like trouble.
That would be trouble for me for sure.
Do they have Freak on a Leash corn?
Oh, hey. I wasn't ready for that one.
Ashley in Puyallup, you're going to see one of the most beloved artists of the Pacific Northwest, Sir Mix-a-Lot. Where is that happening?
Yeah, hi guys. So Whaling Days is this weekend, and tonight everything starts around 5 p.m., but there's going to be street vendors, food vendors, and a 21-plus beer garden. And then from 6:30 to 8:30, we'll have Soul Siren playing, and then from 9 to 10, Sir Mix-a-Lot's going to come on, and it's all free, so everybody should come out and check it out. It'll be in Silverdale and Kitsap County.
I was about to say, where the hell is it happening? And it's Silverdale, and Sir Mix-a-Lot's going to be there?
Yep,
okay.
At the Silverdale waterfront.
If given the opportunity, Ashley, because I know he does this, whenever he busts into Baby Got Back, he invites all the ladies up on stage to shake their tushies. Are you going to jump up on stage with them?
Well, I'm actually going to be backstage assisting him, so yeah, I'll be there.
Well, maybe he needs you to assist him by jumping up on stage and shaking that derriere.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see.
That's awesome. That's going to be a blast. So it's Whaling Days.
Whaling Days. I've never heard of that. That sounds fun.
I'm always up for any of those kind of events where it's like, there's like the vendors and music. I just love that vibe and that energy.
206-803-ROCK. What are your weekend plans? Micah DeBeast, you're in Seattle, but where are you playing tomorrow night?
What's happening, everybody? I am playing at Action Sports Bar in Bonnie Lake tomorrow night. It's going to be 6 to 9 p.m., and we're going to have a blasty blast. What are you guys doing?
Well, looking forward to hearing all about your ukulele skills this weekend.
You know it.
Wrestling tonight over at Old Stove Brewing in Fremont. That's going to be a blast for SOS Pro Wrestling. I was going to say Mike has got to play his ukulele version of Baby Got Back.
Oh, of course.
Because he's done that before for us.
Was it a live day or what?
It might have been one of those, but in honor of Sir Mix-a-Lot, he's got to bust that out this weekend. And then a wedding tomorrow.
We're both doing weddings tomorrow, but the difference is I'm officiating the wedding I'm going to tomorrow.
Oh, I'm just eating and enjoying the wedding. Shout out to my buddy
Cody. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And where's your wedding?
SeaTac.
All right. I'm going to be out in Snoqualmie Falls.
I'm the worst with that kind of stuff. My wife's like, where are we going? I'm like, I got to check the invite. She's like, how do you not remember? She's like, what time's it happening? I'm like, I got to check the invite sometime in the evening. She's like, how are we supposed to dress? I got to check the invite. Yeah. She's like, what are we getting them? I'm like, I should probably order something on their registry.
You're really on it.
Yeah, I'm the worst when it comes to planning that kind of stuff. What about you, Danny?
I'm going to see MXPX tomorrow night, actually.
In that small club in Tacoma.
Yeah, the Airport Tavern. It's like their grand opening, and apparently it's like super small. Like, I've never been to a small MXPX show. It's always been like showbox size type thing. So I'm actually really excited to go check them out.
How small is small?
I'm assuming like 500 people.
Oh, that's gonna be a blast.
Yeah, I've never actually been there. I've seen a couple of events happening there, but this is like their big grand opening. Sold out, but I'm sure that they might have, like, if you go down there might be some tickets left. I don't know.
Now, I heard that, MXPX at some point they bring up all the ladies to shake their butt during their song Responsibility. Are you going to jump up on stage and shake your butt with them?
Steve, I am already ready and invited on stage, okay? So yes, the answer is yes.
I don't think they do that, so don't go expecting that to happen, but that'd be pretty hilarious if they did.
That would.
Well, it's happening not this weekend, but many weekends away. On October 13th, it's the Halloween Hullabaloo, the very first of its kind for KISW, and we're very excited to be at the Showware Center in Kent, rocking out with Godsmack and Hailstorm, and those tickets are on sale now, Rockaholics. If you want more info on the party, head to KISW.com. Now, it was a gold medal performance for Steve Migs earlier this morning. He was the victor, and he has got a record of 205 wins, 58 losses, and 33 ties in 2024.
Thank you.
206-803-ROCK. We will play Beat Migs at 7:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber with 2 words any business owner wants to hear: extra income. Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for Seattle businesses to assist with local deliveries. You get paid for each package delivered. Amazon Hub Delivery has no startup cost, no long-term contracts, and no delivery experience required. If you're a Seattle business ready to assist with local deliveries, sign up today at amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
It's one thing falling in love with a house, and quite another navigating the world of negotiating, mortgage lenders, and finding the budget that works best for you. Guidance from an agent who's a realtor can make all the difference, because that's who we are. Realtors are members of the National Association of Realtors.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber with 2 words any business owner wants to hear: extra income. Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for Seattle businesses to assist with local deliveries. You get paid for each package delivered. Amazon Hub Delivery has no startup cost, no long-term contracts, and no delivery experience required. If you're a Seattle business ready to assist with local deliveries, sign up today at amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Listen as Selenia tells us why she chose to vaccinate her daughter.
I definitely felt like the pros far outweighed the cons. The diseases that I am protecting my child against, they're still here. And at the end of the day, it's my job as a mother to keep my child safe.
Talk to your child's doctor and learn more at whyvaccines.com. Brought to you by Merck.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat Migs? I know I sure am, because we made it. It's Friday.
Friday, motherfucking Friday. Everybody's ready for the weekend.
It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend.
No.
Oh, Danny's going over there. He's shaking you up. Come on, Sarah. I know he's not 70, but show him some attention.
I bet Douglas would jump with us.
Oh, he would.
He would jump with me.
I bet he would.
I just have to say, Taryn was stretching behind Steve.
Yes.
To get ready for her jumping. And
Well, she hurt herself.
She did. The groin is already hurting before jumping. And I took the greatest picture of Taryn bending over, stretching behind Steve. And Steve is just like, what in the world is going on?
Also, I have a new theory. I think I actually may have started the injury yesterday when I was doing my Stanford High School cheer routine and I did the high kick. I think it may have started then. And then when I missed the stair this morning and kind of tumbled down, I think I might have had dual injuries, you guys.
You doing too much with those legs. Chill.
And that picture will be up on the
Instagram, Facebook. I'm going to put it everywhere because it's It's priceless.
It just search Daly Migs and Daly's without an I.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's no I in Daly.
But there should be because you're injured.
Wow. Let's get to Mark from Tacoma. Mark, are you there?
I am here.
Mark, if you beat Migs, I am going to send you a beautiful Daly Migs gold medal in honor of the Olympics. And they are dope. So you're going to want one, okay?
Yeah, this wasn't actually made out of paper.
I've called. First time caller.
Oh, because Mark wants a medal.
That's badass, Mark. Right on.
All right, Steve, it's time for you to get out of here.
Migsy, I was born in Plattsburgh.
For real?
For real.
Were you old enough ever to go to Monopole or Chabooms? Or?
No, we moved when I was a toddler, but my dad was in the Air Force up there.
Wow.
It was a big Air Force base, and then that shut down. Then it became just a college town, and then it got extra drunk.
Yeah.
That's too cool, man. Plattsburgh. Go Cardinals.
Yeah. Well, Steve, get out of here. I know. You know, Mark, I'm like really, really rooting for you.
I think Steve might even be rooting for Mark now.
Yeah. For those playing at home, Mark has 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you ready?
Let's go.
What band had the 80s album titled Back in Black?
AC/DC.
Correct. How many nights is Hanukkah celebrated?
11?
No.
13.
No.
8.
Yes. What kind of reptile is Ka from the Jungle Book?
Ka is a snake.
Correct. What word can come after blue, goat, and cottage?
Cheese.
Correct. Same protein as our hair and nails consist of. What are rhinos' horns made out of?
Keratin.
Correct. What country is Paddington Bear from?
Paddington is from England.
No.
Great Britain?
No.
Canada.
No. What actress co-starred alongside Leonardo DiCaprio in the romantic movie Titanic?
Oh, bloody hell. Kate Winslet.
Yes. What online game is abbreviated to WoW?
World of Warcraft.
Correct. What is the capital of Idaho?
Boise.
Yeah. Mark got 8 correct.
That is a true Olympian right there.
And I saw you doing a little Googling over there. I'm correct with...
You are.
Yes.
I was like, Sarah is definitely wrong, and it turns out you're right.
Yes, this shocked my husband as well when he found out about Paddington Bear. So, but I won't say anything more.
Yeah, you're going to drop some truth bombs on people in just a minute here.
You know what? That's what I like to do. I like to educate people. Even though I probably would know nothing that I educate people on, I just have the answers in front of me. You know, I like to feel smart. Steve, are you ready? Yes! Okay. What band had the 80s album titled Back in Black?
AC/DC.
Yeah. How many nights is Hanukkah celebrated?
11.
No.
8.
Wow, yes. What kind of reptile is Ka from the Jungle Book?
I don't know, a lizard?
No.
An iguana?
No.
An alligator?
No. What word can come after blue, goat, and cottage? Okay.
Cheese.
Yes.
What, guys?
Same protein that our hair and nails consist of. What are rhinos' horns made out of?
Meat?
No.
Tofu?
No. Yes, our nails are made out of tofu.
Protein powder?
No. What country is Paddington Bear from?
I don't know. England?
No.
France?
No.
Oh. Germany?
No. What actress co-starred alongside Leonardo DiCaprio in the romantic movie Titanic? Your favorite.
Kate Winslet.
Wow, yes. What online game is abbreviated to WoW?
World of Warcraft.
Yes. What is the capital of Idaho?
Boise.
Correct. What food is the snack that smiles back?
Huh? I don't know. A banana?
No.
That's a good call, though.
Maybe in your world. Steve, you got 6 correct, which is a loss. 8-6.
Go, Mark!
Let's go, Mark. Our first gold medal Olympian of Beat Migs.
Representing Tacoma by way of Plattsburgh, New York. Stepping up to the gold medal stand, Mark.
Woo! The crowd goes wild. Said it's just Sarah, but that's fine. Sarah goes wild. So, what country is Paddington Bear from?
I Googled it because I thought Sarah was totally full of it.
Everyone thinks it's England,
Is
right?
it Scotland?
No. South America. Think about it.
Wait, I'm thinking about it.
Peru.
What?
Somebody even texted in Peru. I Googled it. It's
That's
true.
right. Yep. He's from Peru, but then he gets brought to England, I read, from
Wow, yeah, I don't know his origin story.
We do now?
Yeah, exactly. You do know.
Okay.
You're welcome. Okay, the snack that smiles back.
Goldfish.
Yes.
Oh, I
That's
should
their
know that.
saying?
You guys don't remember that jingle? The
No.
snack that smiles back.
Goldfish.
I don't remember that, but we eat a ton of it in our house because we have an almost 5-year-old, so
and
I
they
should
have
know.
and they have a smile on. Well, congratulations, Steve, on losing.
Oh, man.
Hey, if you don't have plans tomorrow, the Men's Room World Tour is happening at the 884 Pub in Bremerton.
Sarah's going to be there.
It is that's all the more reason to go.
Oh, boy.
It's going to go
I'm
from
nervous.
2 until 4, and it's going to be packed. So get there early. It is a free party, and you're supporting the Fisher House by going, and you get to kick it with the guys, which is pretty rad. For more info at the party, you can head over to KISW.com. Rockaholics, we do want you to call in now because we have a simple question. 206-803-ROCK, and we promise this question could not be more simple. 206-803-ROCK. We'll ask you that question after Guns N' Roses.
The Daily Migs Show.
The opening ceremony of the Paris 2024 Olympics is today. It's actually starting in a little more than 2 hours, Rockaholics, and it will be held along the Seine River, marking the very first time the event is not hosted in a stadium,
Right.
which is kind of cool.
That's very cool.
And don't forget that our friend Snoop Dogg is going to be carrying the torch.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Check me out. Hands up, let the beat go. It's Big Snoop Dogg coming back with your Rico. Gold medals on the Gold Coast. USA all day. What the people say?
I've been keeping up on his social media, and he's just having the best time.
I bet. And that is a toe tapper.
Okay.
So good.
So because of this, we have a simple question for our Rockaholics today. We will start with Chuck in Des Moines. Chuck, your simple question. Do you care about the Olympics?
Yeah, sure. It's the U.S. is in it, so why not?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Are you going to watch any of it?
Probably the bobsledding there, Steve. What do you think?
The bobsledding?
Oh, yeah.
That's in 2 years.
I watch it.
That's the Winter Olympics.
Stuff like that.
Chuck is fired up.
Chuck, you're lying to us. You don't care.
Lee from Port Orchard, do you care about the Olympics?
Oh, yeah. I've been watching since 1968.
What's your favorite sport to watch in the Summer Olympics?
The swimming.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I remember
awesome.
when Mark Spitz, he didn't do so good in 68, but he crushed it in 72.
And then who was the other? Michael Phelps. Also, that guy had a great run. That was a little bit ago, but that's the last swimmer I remember that was just like dominating.
Justin in Ferndale, same question to you. Do you care about the Olympics?
Oh, heck yeah. Winning for Olympics, I love watching the hockey events, both men and women. And then for the summer, it's all about archery.
Oh, yeah, archery is
What about gymnastics? And I'm not saying that to be silly, but like, do you pay attention to the gymnastics at all?
When it's the bar act, yes, the floor acts are kind of like, but the bar stuff is kind of cool.
Right on. 'Cause I bring it up because I just finished watching that Simone Biles documentary on Netflix. I don't know if you guys have seen that. It's like 2 episodes.
No, but I'm curious about it.
It's really good.
Is it?
And
Yeah.
I didn't realize that she's married to like a pro football
Yes.
player. It's a good peek inside, inside the mind, because she was obviously dealing with some mental health stuff, and they tackle that and why she like dipped out of the Olympics the last go round, and now she's trying to make her run to try and redeem herself in a way at the upcoming Olympics. So I'm a little more interested in gymnastics after watching that documentary.
Absolutely. Well, speaking of the Olympics and their involvement with Snoop D-O-double-G, some are pissed that he is even involved with the Olympics at all. So we're going to go straight to the comments at 8:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber with 2 words any business owner wants to hear: extra income. Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for Seattle businesses to assist with local deliveries. You get paid for each package delivered. Amazon Hub Delivery has no startup cost, no long-term contracts, and no delivery experience required. If you're a Seattle business ready to assist with local deliveries, sign up today at amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
Selling a little or a lot? Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage, to the first real-life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit 1 million orders stage. Shopify's here to help you grow. Whether you're selling scented soap or offering outdoor outfits, Shopify helps you sell everywhere. From their all-in-one e-commerce platform to their in-person POS system, wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Shopify helps you turn browsers into buyers with the internet's best converting checkout. 15% better on average compared to other leading commerce platforms. And sell more with less effort thanks to Shopify Magic, your AI-powered all-star. Shopify powers 10% of all e-commerce in the US. And Shopify is the global force behind Allbirds, Rothy's, and Brooklinen, and millions of other entrepreneurs of every size across 175 countries. Plus, Shopify's award-winning 24/7 help is there to support your success every step of the way. Because businesses that grow, grow with Shopify. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast now to grow your business, no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Everyone knows social media is a time suck, and what you're about to hear proves it. If it's online, someone, somewhere, has an opinion and is whining about it. So let's get straight to the comments.
The Paris Olympics opening ceremony is happening at 10:30 our time, 7:30 p.m. Paris time today.
Oh, okay.
So you can watch it on NBC, you can watch it on Peacock, and of course everyone's in the know now that Snoop Dogg is going to be carrying the Olympic torch before the ceremony.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Because of this, many people are quite excited for him to have this great honor, while others are going to social media to complain about it. So that means we've got to go straight to the comments.
I feel like this is definitely an example of people just want to be miserable for just really the dumbest reasons. So, of course, we found some of these comments, some of these posts, and we sent them to our production director, Jason, a.k.a. Veggie Dog, a.k.a. VD, and said pick out some of your favorite comments and reenact them however you'd like. And, of course, he's going to offer some of his commentary, I'm sure, on a few of these. So are you ready for the first comment about somebody upset that Snoop Dogg is carrying the torch at the Olympics?
Yes.
I love Snoop, but the Olympics? Don't we have more class than this? No. No, we don't, you idiot. Go away.
Okay. I think Jason summed it up better than we could right there. Class?
Americans?
Is it because he's a stoner rapper? People are losing their minds over the dumbest stuff.
So dumb.
He's an American hero now.
He is.
Okay, maybe not hero, but an American icon.
For an organization to disqualify athletes and take away medals for using cannabis, they sure are supporting and promoting a person that openly smokes the weed.
The weed.
Do you remember, I think he played. He was a Canadian snowboarder, and he got popped for getting stoned. Was it Ross? Ross Bagliotti or something like that? It was like forever ago. We're talking like 15, maybe even 20 years ago, when like snowboarding was a new sport in the Olympics, and then he got busted. He got busted for drugs, and then they find out it's for weed, and we're like, well, he's a snowboarder, of course.
It's kind of on brand.
It's like he's Snoop Dogg. What do you expect?
He openly says he smokes weed. I don't think he's the person who should do that in the Olympic Games. Athletes work really hard to get that chance. I think this is an insult to sports and athletes.
I think most athletes would probably be stoked if Snoop Dogg was at the competition.
I guarantee every athlete's going to get a picture. At least every athlete that knows who he is going to want to get a picture with Snoop Dogg. That's like a bonus to have him there.
Absolutely.
It's not like he's competing in gymnastics.
No.
Although I'd pay to see that.
I can't wait to see all the memes with Snoop carrying a big doobie instead of a flag.
Oh, they're definitely going to be doing that.
Oh, I got to imagine there's going to be somebody with like a joint coming out of like one of the out of the torch.
Or maybe they're just going to turn the torch into a giant blunt.
Oh, in.
This is bullshit. When I think of the best in sports, I don't think of some old-ass stoned rapper. F off, Olympics! F off with this shit, I say! I am boycotting! Boycotting!
Wow, that's extreme.
You're going to boycott because a guy's carrying a flag to the Olympics. That seems like you got bigger issues than Snoop Dogg carrying a flag to the Olympics. Okay, we got one more comment. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Some of y'all make a big deal out of anything. Y'all are just miserable. He makes a fine point, but here he is making his fine point on social media. Go away.
Ooh-wee.
Rockaholics, we really look forward to the Snoop Dogg involvement today. I think it's going to be a highlight of the entire Olympic Games.
Is he going to be doing any commentary?
I hope so. The commentary he does, he did a Major League Baseball game.
Yep.
He did the, whatever that one event is with the equestrian event in the Olympics a couple of years ago.
Yep.
That was so funny.
I want
He's on
more of
hockey.
that.
He's on wrestling. Anything he does when he's on the microphone makes it so much more entertaining.
Yep, I'm in. I'm for it. Now, if you're not already listening on the Odyssey app this morning, it's a really cool thing you can do. You can just download it to your smartphone, then log in and listen to the Rock of Seattle for your chance at your share of $100,000. It is very simple. You just create an account or log into your existing account on the Odyssey app and start streaming away. Get more info on the contest at KISW.com. Steve Migs, what do Disney and farting bears have in common?
A lot, I'd imagine.
Well, for one thing, they're both trending, and we're going to tell you what's trending after Sublime.
The Daily Migs Show.
You're getting ready to go off into the weekend, Rockaholics, and it might be important for you to know what's going on with pop culture as you go out and socialize with other human beings. So we are here to help you out with what's trending.
What's trending on the Daily Migs Show? What's trending? Let's go. Let's go!
Disney World is reducing admission and hotel prices due to rising customer dissatisfaction.
It took them how many years to hear people complaining about the prices?
The company is now offering discounted 3-day ticket packages for $89 per day. This does exclude Magic Kingdom, and this I think this deal goes through September 24th. So these reports that have come out are indicating that guests have just been dissatisfied, a lot of negative experiences with long lines, things of that nature, and it's very expensive. So they're lowering these hotel rates as well and putting together some dining plans that will help lower the cost of going to these parks.
What's the average cost these days? Danny, you're our resident Disney expert.
Sure. For a park ticket?
Yeah.
I mean, it's over $100.
Isn't it close to like about $150, maybe even more?
Yeah, it depends. I mean, it depends on what package you get because it's like if you do more,
That's true, yeah.
you do more days, it gets cheaper. But I think like for a 1 day, one park ticket, I want to say it's like probably $130.
The worst is when then you realize you're taking your kid and you're like, oh, I bet that kid price is going to be a lot cheaper. And it's like $10 or $15 cheaper than the adults. It's ridiculous.
When we were in California last time, because we had an extra day, and I was like, oh, maybe we should just go back to Disney one more day. And I looked up for me and Lily, and it would have been over $500.
Yeah, it's insane.
For both of us.
I remember I had that talk with my wife because I think, what is it, under 3, your kid's free?
No, under 3, there's a different price.
Oh, okay.
All right. Well, you might be right. I think it might be under 3 is free. 3 to 9 is the kid price, and then 9 to the rest is the adult price.
We just had that debate of like, do you want to lie and say that our child's under 3? I was like, we can't do that. What if they fact check it? And I'm like, how are they going to fact check it? Like, are they going to call the hospital.
Show her birth certificate now.
All right, we came across this video that's going viral like crazy. Got like millions upon millions of views, and it is. I think it's going to make anybody's day. There's a wildlife person. A person has a wildlife situation where they have a camera and they were able to capture footage of a bear farting. Are you ready to hear it?
Mm-hmm.
The best part, then the bear just immediately falls asleep.
So bears and husbands everywhere are exactly the same.
Yes.
Thank you.
And my first thought was, well, clearly Mrs. Bear wasn't there to yell at the bear for being so loud and disgusting. Steven, that's gross.
Rumors have been swirling that Chick-fil-A might be ditching their waffle fries.
No.
But now Chick-fil-A has come forward and they say this is not true, but they are looking at ways to make them crispier.
Tatum is obsessed with the waffle fries.
Really?
Oh, yeah. She'll want to, can we stop at Chick-fil-A to get some waffle fries?
Has she ever complained about their level of crispiness?
Honestly, I think the waffle fries are pretty crispy.
Well, here's someone on TikTok that breaks down how this rumor originally got started.
Chick-fil-A's getting rid of their waffle fries and fans are furious right now, as there's been rumors of Chick-fil-A testing traditional cut French fries. As this whole thing really started when this Chick-fil-A worker comes out, shows, and says that there's no more waffle fries.
Well, I'm glad we got to the bottom of this with some random dude on TikTok.
And if they can figure out a way to make them crispier, do you think that they could then tell In-N-Out how to make their fries crispier? Because that'd be nice.
Wow. I don't remember how good or bad. I remember being unimpressed by the In-N-Out fries. I thought they were fine.
They're not fine.
Really?
No.
They're that bad to you?
They taste like cardboard. They're awful.
You know what the weird thing is with the Chick-fil-A ones? That was one of the few pregnancy cravings that Sid had when she was pregnant. Like, she loved Chick-fil-A lemonade and the waffle fries. And I had to always stop, which twists my arm. Gotta go get some waffle fries.
Again?
But it's funny now that Tatum is obsessed with them. And I'm like, I don't think there's a correlation. Like, she was like, fell in love in the womb. She fell in love with the taste of the waffle fries. But I just think it's kind of funny that that's the case.
I don't know. There are some weird stories like that. Lily loves lemon cake, and that's all my ex-wife used
Do you
to
think
eat.
that there is a correlation?
I kind of think there might be something going on there.
That's trippy. Someone needs to do a documentary on this so I can watch it and learn more.
You would watch a whole documentary on this?
Well, like a 15-minute one on YouTube.
You know why?
Okay.
You know why? It's because your mom was obsessed with watching 15-minute YouTube documentaries when you were in the womb.
I'll never forget that.
Yeah.
She was obsessed with YouTube back in the 1970s.
Something really cool happened earlier today, you guys. A guy named Mark had never played Beat Migs before, and he called up and he took down Steve Migs.
And he called up for one reason and one reason only, to win one of these limited edition Daly Migs gold medals.
And if you'd like a shot at that, please do give us a call now, 206-803-ROCK. Steve's got a record of 205 wins, 59 losses, and 33 ties in 2024. 206-803-ROCK. We will play Beat Migs at 8:50.
The Daily Migs Show. Hey! The Daily Migs Show.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber with 2 words any business owner wants to hear: extra income. Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for Seattle businesses to assist with local deliveries. You get paid for each package delivered. Amazon Hub Delivery has no startup cost, no long-term contracts, and no delivery experience required. If you're a Seattle business ready to assist with local deliveries, sign up today at amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
For those in the market for flavor, there's Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, a flavorful drink that's a modern twist on a Mexican street classic with 4 vibrant and refreshing flavors. Pineapple, watermelon, hibiscus, and cucumber lime, made with a splash of real fruit juice. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas are perfect for any fiesta, small or big. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, boldly authentic, Vibrantly flavorful. Drink responsibly. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas flavored beers imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. Hibiscus contains juice only for color.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber with 2 words any business owner wants to hear: extra income. Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for Seattle businesses to assist with local deliveries. You get paid for each package delivered. Amazon Hub Delivery has no startup cost, no long-term contracts, and no delivery experience required. If you're a Seattle business ready to assist with local deliveries, sign up today at amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Hi, and welcome to IKEA. How can I help?
Oh, my schedule is crazy. I just want some me time.
Maybe it's time to embrace the joy of staying in. With comfortable beds, pillow and decor, mood lighting, and so much more, you can turn your bedroom into the place to be.
Oh, sounds like a dream.
We've got you. Visit us in-store or at IKEA-USA.com/sleep to create your dream bedroom today.
The Daily Migs Show presents the most popular radio game on this side of the speaker. Let's play Beat Migs. Beat Migs, don't be a loser. Whoa! Beat Migs, you're a loser.
Who's ready to beat me? I know I sure am, because we made it. It's Friday.
Friday, motherfucking Friday. Everybody's ready for the weekend.
It's Friday. Gotta get down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Friday. Getting down on Friday. Everybody's looking forward to the weekend. Partying. Fun. Looking forward to the weekend.
What, Sarah? What?
I never jump with you guys, and I definitely wouldn't today because it looked exhausting, more than usual, and I have to save my energy for the jumping I will be doing tomorrow night with the men, or tomorrow afternoon with the men's room.
Boy.
If you're going to Bremerton, I'll be there.
When's the last time you've been to Bremerton?
Woo! I was once seeing a dude in the Navy, so right before George.
Oh.
Yep.
Sarah, spell the word Bremerton.
I think I'd say spell the word semen.
Oh!
Like, guys in the Navy.
No, I got you, Steve. Thank you.
I don't think I want to spell either. Let's get to Angie from Monroe. Angie, are you there?
Yes, and I have a helper.
You have a helper? Who's your helper?
Tyler.
Hey, Tyler. Okay, Angie and Tyler. If you beat Mr. Migs, I'm going to send you a beautiful Daly Migs gold medal in honor of the Olympics. So a lot is on the line because these are actually very cool. No pressure.
I'm excited. We already beat him once. We can do it again.
But only one medal.
Only one medal, though.
You have to figure out visitation rights.
Yeah.
All right, Steve, it's time for you to get out of here.
All right, bye-bye.
For those playing at home, Angie and Taylor have 60 seconds to answer 10 questions. You can pass all you want, but you only get 3 guesses per question. Are you guys ready?
Yes.
Who is the lead singer of the Rolling Stones?
Mick Jagger.
Correct. Recently surpassing Frozen 2, what movie became the highest grossing animated film of all time?
Pass.
How many children do Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively have together?
3?
No.
2?
No.
4.
Correct. What rapper carried the Olympic torch on its final leg through Paris today?
Snoop Dogg?
Yeah. What animal has the heaviest tongue out of any animal?
Giraffe?
No.
Pass.
Jennifer Lopez recently had her 55th birthday themed like what popular Netflix show?
I don't know. Pass.
What band had the hit 90s song Barbie Girl?
Aqua.
Yes. What is the official currency of France?
Euro.
Correct. Angie and friend, you got 5 correct. Not bad.
Not bad.
Not great. See, this is
not as good as last time. We had 9-6 last time.
Oh, 6-9. I think this is where sometimes having a helper is actually not a good thing, you know?
Because there's too much time to speculate.
There's too much time. There's too much info. But I don't know. Steve?
Yes.
Are you ready?
I'm walking in with the torch just like Snoop Dogg. I'm watching the video of that.
Sorry, you don't look nearly as cool.
No. It's because I don't have the tracksuit.
Oh, yeah, that's the only reason, yeah.
And the shades.
You do own some tracksuits,
I was
so
going to say,
you need
when
to do
are
it more often.
When are you going to make this transition to just tracksuits every day?
I got to get more than one tracksuit.
That's fine. You love them.
I do love a good tracksuit.
You just have one, though?
I do.
I thought you had more than one.
Just one black one.
You
But
should-
I need an Olympics one.
Yes, in multiple
All
colors.
white. Oh,
That'd be sick.
I mean, he looks good.
Show does. Are you ready?
Ah, yes.
Who is the lead singer of the Rolling Stones?
Mick Jagger.
You know it. Recently surpassing Frozen 2, what movie became the highest grossing animated film of all time?
Oh, crap. Is it Toy Story?
No.
Inside Out.
No.
Inside.
No. How many children do Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively have together?
4.
Correct.
Oh.
What rapper carried the Olympic torch on its final leg through Paris today?
D-O-double-G and on the scene.
Paris.
Oh, yeah. Snoop Dogg.
Correct. What animal has the heaviest tongue out of any animal?
We'll go giraffe.
No.
Elephant.
No.
Rhinoceros.
No. Jennifer Lopez recently had her 55th birthday themed like what popular Netflix show?
Squid Games.
No.
Stranger Things.
No.
Bridgerton.
Yes. What band had the hit 90s song Barbie Girl?
Aqua.
You know it. What is the official currency of France?
Euros.
Yes. The sun is mostly made up of what element?
Air.
No.
Gas.
No.
Methane.
No. Steve?
I won.
Doesn't matter because you got 6 correct, which is closer than I thought it'd be, but 6-5. Congrats,
Yes.
Steve.
Good job, Steve.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Angie.
Wow, that was close.
You rock. Have a good weekend.
Whew, that was a little stressful.
Yeah, because we didn't make that many medals, so I was a little nervous.
And you've already lost today, so
I know. I was like, if I lose 2, you guys are going to be like, dude, what are we doing here?
you're going to kick yourself. You said inside out and inside.
It's Inside Out 2.
Inside Out 2.
Yes.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
What animal has the heaviest tongue out of any animal?
Whale.
You know it.
Ah.
Do you know what specific kind of whale?
Blue whale?
Yes.
How did I weigh that?
Well, you get a whale, you get a scale, and then you put the tongue out and
I feel like
open wide.
A whale
You got to
on a scale.
remove the tongue from the mouth in order. I guess it has to be a dead whale.
I think they're dead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
On his
yeah.
yearly whale checkup, he makes sure that they check all the weight of the animal.
So how much does a human tongue weigh?
Well, yours is really large, so yours probably weighs more than average.
You think a good 3-4 pounds?
Yeah. No. Do not give yourself that credit. Hey, babe.
What kind of credit is that? Did you know I have a 3-pound tongue?
That's your pickup line?
Yeah.
It's long and girthy.
I feel like that would never work.
Oh, well, I mean, I can't talk for myself. Some guy got me with a stick
I don't know,
of
that
gum,
weird
okay?
pause. I feel like you might have been impressed by a guy who says he has a 3-pound tongue.
And I do know that I have in my little notes that a blue whale tongue weighs 2.7 tons.
Wow, that's insane.
And a human tongue weighs 99 grams, whatever that means.
Okay, thanks for that. The sun is mostly made up of what element?
Anyone?
Hydrogen.
Wow, Danny.
Yeah.
I didn't say that.
No,
No.
you said methane
Okay.
And
and
air.
gas.
Yes. I said air. That's what I said. Yeah.
You still won somehow. Congratulations.
What is the most embarrassing way that you have hurt yourself?
Yes, Taryn.
Well, it was yesterday doing cheerleading and today doing stair walking. 206-803-ROCK. I have a feeling someone out there can top my story of injuries that were embarrassing. And a story about people hurting themselves playing video games is what we're going to talk about next. 206-803-ROCK. How did you hurt yourself in an embarrassing way? We'll take your calls after Bon Jovi.
The Daily Migs Show.
What is the most embarrassing way that you have hurt yourself? 206-803-ROCK. There are virtual reality players suffering real-life injuries, Steve Migs.
Okay. So these aren't virtual injuries.
No, these are very much reality injuries. The most common VR-related injury is a fracture, followed by lacerations, contusions, and then strains or sprains. They have a doctor named Dr. Ryan, and a tech perfecter named Ahmed talking about these injuries.
While playing a VR game, they didn't see the wall was there in front of them. They were, lashing out at something. They hit the wall with their hand and broke one of the bones in their hand. They also saw a large number of injuries to the face, and those were not just the participants themselves, but injuries to other people.
I mean, I give them very specific tips. Stay away from stairs, stay away from balconies, stay away from the windows.
Yeah, I'd almost have a padded room.
Yeah.
Because whenever have you ever played virtual reality?
Yes,
where you
it
put the
gives
glasses
me,
on?
I get motion sickness every time.
I don't get motion sickness, but I definitely have this weird, I don't know where I am and what's in front of me. Like, it's even like when you go into like one of those like haunted houses where it's just pitch black. You're like, I don't know where the walls are, and this is kind of giving me a little anxiety.
Yeah, I don't love it at all, and there's a good chance I could get hurt too. So
we'll look at some of the text messages at 206-803-ROCK on some of the more embarrassing injuries, and some of these are pretty freaking great there, Taryn. One person says, I injured myself having fun with my then girlfriend. My back went out. We needed to get my roommate to help me. He still gives me a hard time about it, LOL.
Hard time?
Yes. That's the first thing I thought, too. I was like, it's quicker to write hard than difficult, I guess.
Yeah.
Another text at 206-803-ROCK, and give us a call if you have a great story as well. High-fiving my son. That's how I injured myself. He's 3. He wanted me to jump up and give him a big high five. So I did. I landed, and I tore my ACL. FML.
No. That's brutal.
Yeah, because you could just, I've seen it before. Like people, like you just take the step the wrong way, and all of a sudden, if your leg gets hyperextended, you could just blow it out.
I always enjoy seeing the videos of athletes celebrating something great that they did, and they hurt themselves in the celebration, not in the sport.
A lot of times it happens in baseball where like you hit a home run and everyone jumps on you and you're all bouncing up and down, and you find out, oh no, the dude just blew out his knee. That's great.
Yeah, it happens. 206-803-ROCK. What is the most embarrassing way that you have hurt yourself? I also did the one where I jumped off in college when I jumped off an embankment into the road and I broke both my heels at the same time. That was a good one.
Yeah.
I make bad choices, you guys.
Well, yes, absolutely you do. And one of them being working with us.
Yes. Paul in West Seattle, how did you hurt yourself? It involved a roof, I understand?
Yes. Well, I thought I was Mary Poppins, and I got an umbrella and thought I could float down, and no, epic fail.
Oh, dude, I can only imagine. And how old were you when you tried this?
Probably about 11 or 12.
And what kind of injuries did you get?
Oh, I shattered my femur.
Oh, jeez. I mean, think about how many kids probably tried that.
Epic fail, man. Epic fail.
I feel like there's probably a bunch of people around your age range, whoever's seen Mary Poppins, that thought the same thing. Like, oh, I should try this. It worked for her.
Yeah. Well, I'm 52 now, and I'm not going to do it again. I'll tell you that much.
I hope not. I remember being a kid and not doing it, thankfully, but grabbing like a sheet and thinking I could use it like as a parachute.
Oh, nice.
And I remember it was in my old house in Brooklyn when I was growing up as a kid. Like it was a small house. It was like really thin, but it was a couple of stories high. And we had a porch that, the garage underneath. And so you could stand on the porch, and I had the sheet getting ready to jump. And I remember my dad seeing it and just freaking the F out. Like, what are you doing? What are you, an idiot? And I was like, well, looking back on it, he's right. I was an idiot. Still am. But that could have been gnarly.
Oh, for sure.
It would probably the same kind of a thing. Probably would have broke something pretty bad.
I remember doing that even with like a plastic shopping bag, trying to jump off of like bleachers with it. Like, is this going to let me float away? No, it's not a parachute, people. 206-803-ROCK. What is the most embarrassing way that you have hurt yourself?
So a few years ago, I was trail running in my local dog park. I slipped on a rogue pine cone and landed in some blackberry bushes. It was not cute.
Ouch.
Cuts all over, purple stained hands from our friend Rose in Tacoma. Well, Danny, you injured yourself at a concert because you didn't step on a pine cone, but you stepped on a bottle.
Water bottle. It was an empty water bottle. I was jumping towards the back of the pit. I wasn't even in the pit. And I was jumping, and somebody kicked like a water bottle, and I just felt it hit under my foot. And I was like, oh, so I readjusted to the side of my foot, and it broke my whole foot.
How long ago was that?
Not that long ago.
2 years ago. 2021. Yeah, 3 years ago now.
Yeah, you had to get around on one of those little scooter things.
Little scooter had the whole, and then we
had the boot
because it happened in like September, and we had a trip planned to New York for Thanksgiving that year. And I remember being like, oh my God, I'm not going to be able to walk around New York.
Oh, no.
Oh, terrible.
How about this one? Texter said, I was doing the Tarzan swinging from rope to rope and tried to grab the next one. It's a lot harder than it looks. Fell and broke my arm and wrist.
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, TV shows back in the day inspired us to do some really, like, now I get why so many shows have do not try this at home, or like Jackass, they had like the whole disclaimer thing. Because when we were kids, we're like, oh, yeah, I could jump off of a building with an umbrella.
Easy.
No problem. I could jump from rope to rope like Tarzan.
Rockaholics, we know that you are a massive fan of music, but do you think that you know music so well that you could name a song after only hearing 1 second of the chorus? Prove it. And if you do, you'll win tickets to Megadeth at White River Amphitheater on August 12th. 206-803-ROCK. We'll play Hook or Shook at 9:20.
The Daily Migs Show.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber with 2 words any business owner wants to hear: extra income. Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for Seattle businesses to assist with local deliveries. You get paid for each package delivered. Amazon Hub Delivery has no startup cost, no long-term contracts, and no delivery experience required. If you're a Seattle business ready to assist with local deliveries, sign up today at amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
Selling a little or a lot? Shopify helps you do your thing, however you cha-ching. Shopify is the global commerce platform that helps you sell at every stage of your business. From the launch your online shop stage, to the first real-life store stage, all the way to the did we just hit 1 million orders stage. Shopify is here to help you grow. Whether you're selling scented soap or offering outdoor outfits, Shopify helps you sell everywhere. From their all-in-one e-commerce platform to their in-person POS system, wherever and whatever you're selling, Shopify's got you covered. Shopify helps you turn browsers into buyers with the internet's best converting checkout. 15% better on average compared to other leading commerce platforms. And sell more with less effort thanks to Shopify Magic, your AI-powered all-star. Shopify powers 10% of all e-commerce in the U.S. And Shopify is the global force behind Allbirds, Rothy's, and Brooklinen, and millions of other entrepreneurs of every size across 175 countries. Plus, Shopify's award-winning 24/7 help is there to support your success every step of the way. Because businesses that grow, grow with Shopify. Sign up for a $1 per month trial period at shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast, all lowercase. Go to shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast now to grow your business, no matter what stage you're in. Shopify.com/Odyssey Podcast.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Coastal Farm and Ranch, we're just what the country needs.
On July 24th through the 28th, it's buy 2, get 1 free on Country Companion Feed, buy 3, get 1 free on Sunglow Show Feed, and buy 3, get 1 free on large bags of Purina Feed.
Coastal Farm and Ranch, we're just what the country needs.
Get more feed for less this week at your local Coastal.
The Daily Migs Show presents the Extreme Music Showdown. Let's play Hook or Shook. Please sign this waiver before we continue. Thank you. We'll drop a 1-second snippet of the hook of a song. If you can't name the song, watch out. You're gonna get shook.
It is time to play Hook or Shook. Danny is going to play 1 second of a hook from a song that he picked out for us, and your job is to guess what that song is. This week, we're playing for tickets to see Megadeth with Mudvayne at White River Amphitheater on August 12th. Say good morning to our contestant, who is Cameron in Everett.
Howdy ho.
Hey, Cameron. So you've got to get both of these songs right to win. The first one, you'll be on your own. And the second one, this is where you can get shook. As a member of our show at random, must get it right for you. If not, you lose, and caller 9 gets the tickets instead. Let's see who you're playing with. Me, Migs, or Sarah?
All right, the wheels are spinning. Just past my name, just past Taryn's name, and I think it might land on our girl, Sarah.
Oh.
Look out.
She's been playing very well lately.
Yes, she has.
Right.
Thanks.
Cameron laughs. He's like, what are you talking about, people?
I hope I can scream that for you, Cameron, after we win you these tickets. Whoa.
Heck yeah.
All right, Cameron, here's your first clip. Oh, yeah.
That's a good one.
Oh, when I feel heavy metal. Woo-hoo.
Yep.
Oof. God, what was their name?
Well, it's a tough one because the song title, it's not even in the lyrics.
Yeah.
And it's going to be very difficult to give a hint to. This is a tough one.
Sarah, do you know the artist or the song?
I think I might know the artist. I don't know the song, though.
Okay.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so when you're looking at something and you can't see it, you might think it's like when all the letters kind of come together. What is a word for that? What? Like, you know, if you're looking at a menu and you can't really read
Maybe you don't have your glasses on when you're looking at the menu and you're trying to read, but you can't because the
font and your vision is...
Yeah, it's blur.
Okay.
Blurry.
I like how Sarah's looking at us like she just crushed it. I mean, she did have a little help from Taryn.
A lot of help.
And then do you want to help with the title?
Man, I know I used to know it 20 years ago.
The title.
Oh, okay. So it's 2 words. The second word is the number that comes after 1.
Indeed.
What?
Wow.
Cameron.
I get it too, yeah.
Okay, there we go. Okay, that's the second word. The first word is what we play on the radio. What are they called?
Song 2?
There we go! That is the stupidest name for a song.
It's a terrible name.
Cameron,
Don't you?
somehow we got there.
Was it song 2 on the, like, was it number 2 on the album?
I was just trying to figure out if it was the second song on that record.
Because if it's not, they're really messing with us.
Right?
All right, Sarah, you ready?
Song 2 or a song like hashtag 2?
I think it's just song 2.
I think it's song 2, yeah.
No hashtag.
Yeah. Sarah, you ready?
I guess.
Right on.
Oh, let's just play it one more time.
Oh,
I
can I
love this
help you?
song.
Can I help you?
I want to help you.
Yes, please help me.
So, what are you doing with a, when you have a cigarette, what are you about to do to it? What happens after you put your lighter to it?
It's lit.
That's right.
And it's by...
What?
I mean, it's called... I know this, Cameron. You don't have to help me. My own worst enemy.
Sarah, have you been drinking this morning? And if so, can you give us some?
Indeed.
My girl.
That's right, Cameron.
I thought that was adorable because you clearly knew it, but Cameron still wanted to give you a hint and you took it.
That was sweet.
Yeah, that was awesome.
He loves the game.
It
And now,
was back and forth. I wanted to reciprocate.
yeah.
That
And
is a true gentleman.
Because of all that reciprocation, you get to go see Megadeth with Mudvayne at White River on August 12th.
That's a key to a strong marriage right there. Reciprocation.
Yes.
Let's go.
Communication.
Also, Sarah had no idea that Lit is now a country band.
Well, they're back to being pop punk.
Well, ish.
I watched the recent YouTube documentary. I did.
You did not.
I did.
What is with you and all these weird documentaries?
It just showed up on my little thing and it said here, whatever happened to Lit. And I'm like, I like to know whatever happened. I kind of knew what happened to them, but I wanted to know what happened to them in the eyes of this person who made the documentary.
Did you find it fascinating what they thought?
Loved every second of it.
Wow.
It was like 12 minutes. It was worth a watch.
12 minutes.
I like how you call a documentary 12 minutes. Like, I feel like a documentary at least has to be an hour or something.
Like, that just seems like a status update.
So we're putting
Yeah.
rules to documentaries?
Yeah.
A little bit.
I think you just use that word to sound fancy.
We call that a vignette.
Yeah, and honestly, it was some dude on YouTube. It wasn't even like officially sanctioned by the band. It was just
my God.
Some guy made his own like documentary about them.
I hate you. That is so ridiculous.
And can confirm, song 2 is the second song on that album.
Oh, good.
There you
Is
go.
the third song called Song 3?
It's called Song Go F Yourself, actually. It's actually called Country Sad Ballad something.
That's if you're going to do the trend, why it should
It's Country Sad Ballad Man.
That does not sound great.
I'll have to watch a documentary about it. I'll let you know.
Please.
If we have talked about something this morning that you want to talk about, call us up now. 206-803-ROCK. We'll check in with the Rockaholics after Sum 41.
The Daily Migs Show.
Thank you for calling and texting the Daily Migs Show this morning. We are checking in with the Rockaholics right now. So please do call if there's something you'd like to chime in on from the show this morning or anything that's on your mind. 206-803-ROCK. Mel from Seattle, you and I both had an injury that involved falling down the stairs, but tell us a little bit more about your weird injury.
When I was in my 20s, I was living in this duplex in Linwood that for some reason there was this one summer where there was an excessive amount of these abnormally large mosquito hawks.
What the hell is a mosquito hawk?
Like a crane fly.
Okay.
Yeah. So
What the hell is a crane fly? I'm kidding.
Giant mosquito. But they were collecting like outside on the wall, like where the parking garage was. But I was having a party one time, and one of them got in the house. And I don't kill bugs. I always catch them and take them outside. But this was too big. It was like a small bird. It was so big. And it was so big that I didn't want to crush it in the paper towel because it just seemed inhumane. So instead, I ran upstairs with it in the paper towel and threw it in the toilet, closed the lid, and flushed the toilet.
Okay.
And then everybody went home, and I went to bed. And in the middle of the night, I got up to use the bathroom, and I have a nightlight in there, so I didn't turn the light on. Just went in there in the dark, pull my pants down, sit down on the toilet, and all of a sudden I feel this like fluttering on my cheeks. And I immediately knew that it was the crane fly that somehow he escaped the paper towel and didn't go down the toilet.
Wait, so he swam his way back up to the top of the toilet and was just waiting for your ass to get revenge?
I think so. And then I kicked the door open and like run out of the bathroom and fall down the stairs with my pants around my ankles. Oh, my gosh. There was people sleeping on the couch.
Oh, no.
Wait, did you get bit by it?
Oh, no. I guess those things don't actually really bite.
Oh.
But I did not care. As soon as I felt that, and you could hear it, too, it was going...
We have audio of you responding to it. And you said this.
Oh, my God. That's what my nightmare will be made of tonight.
Could you imagine that? All of a sudden you feel something poking on your butt?
No, thank you.
No.
Juan in Lakewood, we were talking about mutton busting this week, and you have mutton busted in your youth.
No, my son does.
Oh, your son?
Yeah.
How old's your son?
He's bull right. He was 5, 6, and 7 at the Puyallup State Fair.
No way. Oh, so he did it over there.
Huh?
So he did it over the Puyallup Fairgrounds. And now, how old is he now?
Yeah. Now he's 12, and he does the bull ride, steer riding.
Wow.
Does he wear a helmet?
Yeah, he has to wear a helmet. You know, everybody does now. It's for their safety.
And how many days a week does he train for this?
They have it. They started in September down south in the Lazy HK Ranch. You should look them up. It's pretty cool.
No one.
And
did he come up to you?
One weekend is a training, and the other weekend is the actual competition.
Did he come up to you originally and say, "Dad, I want to ride some. I want to be a mutton buster"?
He was little, bro.
What's that?
Yes, he was little.
Wow. Really?
He was little. He by himself.
Wow. Has he gotten hurt from it?
I'm a city folk, and he's the one. He's the one that's a country guy. He loves animals and horses and all that. But that's what he likes, and we just got to support him.
I love that. Owen from Kent, what are your weekend plans?
I have some very exciting plans to me. I get to run an excavator up on my uncle's property in Monroe, and we're going to dig some trails on his property so he can get back there and chop up firewood.
Is it okay if I send my son Barrett out there? Because he would love to learn that too.
I was just about to ask,
Absolutely.
Is this Barrett in 20 years? Right?
Barrett, little Barrett.
Yeah, he would love that.
All right.
Steve Migs, I know you're a plant-based weirdo now.
Yes.
But do you consider boneless chicken wings to be chicken wings?
No, don't even get me started on that. It's a complete other crap. It is just chicken nuggets.
Get this
like,
stuff.
Stop lying to people.
Boneless chicken wings are now being disputed in court, and we're going to tell you all about it at 9:50.
The Daily Migs Show.
The Ohio Supreme Court has ruled that boneless wings do not guarantee that the food is actually free of bones. This case involves a man
I
named
can't believe this went to court.
Michael Berkheimer. He was injured by a bone in what he thought to be boneless wings.
Berkheimer.
He sued the restaurant, the supplier, and the farm, claiming negligence. And then now they've decided that boneless wings is actually just a term for a cooking style. It doesn't actually promise that the meat is, in fact, bone-free. So now do we got to call them bone-free wings? If we
come on, are we really arguing this? Is this what's going on? Like, if I don't even know what to say to that. I don't even know. Like, it's a cooking style. No, there's no bones in boneless wings.
Now this says that
I guess not.
The majority opinion stated that diners understand that chicken has bones, and therefore you would not expect that chicken tenders or nuggets would be completely bone-free.
I have got one with a bone in it before.
A boneless chicken wing?
A boneless chicken wing that has a bone in it.
Were you happy that they finally followed through with the promise of it being a wing?
I didn't really care. I was like one of those, like, I bit into it and I was like, oh, that's a bone. Gotta kick that out.
Like, I don't expect bones in, like, chicken tenders.
No. But now maybe you need to.
I guess that's probably why they're just trying to cover their ass and stuff like that.
But they just shouldn't call them boneless wings anyway.
How do you feel about that? Do you think that basically chicken nuggets should be called boneless chicken wings?
No, I think that boneless chicken wings should be just called nuggets or tenders.
Right.
Yeah.
It's weird that's even an argument, but some people just are very passionate about it.
I think we should just get rid of boneless chicken wings altogether and just have the flats and the drumsticks.
Right, and then just have, if you go to like Buffalo Wild Wings, let's just use an example. You go, you're going to get chicken wings. Okay, you're going to get flats or drummies.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If you don't want that, then say, sir, can I get the chicken tenders or the chicken nuggets or something along those lines? I don't know why we have to make it like we have to like spice them up by calling them boneless chicken wings.
It's also a different kind of meat. Like, I mean, I know it's chicken, but I mean, it's white meat as opposed to the dark meat.
Now, I remember being the plant-based weirdo. They make. Have you seen them make the attempts to try and make chicken wings?
No, does it have something in it?
Yeah.
Yes. What? I have yet to try them. I thought I did. I thought I found them at a store because I'm fascinated by this. Like, it's apparently like it's like a soy bone that they put inside and then build like this fake chicken around it, which sounds just like a waste of time and energy, if you ask me. But
wait, does that mean that you can eat the bone part?
yes. I think on some of them. On some of them, you can like reuse it, like if you want to make more or something like that. Like you can go on like Amazon and buy fake chicken bones to make your own fake chicken wings.
That is the craziest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I want to try it so bad, but I don't want to I'm not going to like spend a ridiculous amount of money to make it happen. But it's such a weird thing.
It is. I went to a restaurant and they had them, and I of course had to buy them because I've never experienced that whole. You don't eat the whole thing because their quote unquote bone was kind of like it was like a chopstick.
Yeah,
and it was so weird for me to eat. And then at one point I was like, George, like, wait, is this real? Like, I'm nervous. Like, you know, he was like, no, it's a chopstick. It's not a bone in there. It's not real. And I was like, oh, okay, phew.
See, but are you like your brother? Because your brother was also grew up vegetarian, and he can't have anything with any kind of bone. He's not anymore.
Oh my
God.
Mm-mm.
He can have chicken, but he can't eat anything off of a bone. So I don't think he would like that, even if it was a fake bone.
I've seen some that looks so cartoony. It looks like a Flintstones bone. And then they just put like what looks like some kind of breaded tofu thing on it. And I'm like, we don't need to go this crazy, do we?
That's what I had, yeah. No, I could not imagine. Like, if I was this guy suing, I get it. Like, if I was ever to start eating meat and I got a boneless anything and there was a bone in it, I'm so not... Like, just the thought of a bone being in your meal freaks me out.
Yeah, but this person is someone that's already been enjoying meat. I don't know if they're as freaked out as you would be.
Right. But I get why he was like, what is this bone doing here?
Yeah, I found a picture online of someone put it on Reddit, and there's a vegan chicken wing with a wood bone inside of it.
That is so wild.
It just seems so unnecessary.
But we are living in the future.
What did you say? A wood bone?
A wood bone.
Sorry.
Give me that wood bone.
Are the Mariners actually going to try to make a run for the playoffs this season, Steve Migs? It seems that way, and we're going to tell you about it during the Daily Migs download after White Stripes.
The Daily Migs Show. Knowledge is power. So give us 5-ish minutes and we'll give you, some interesting stuff you can talk about at work. This is the Daily Migs Download.
AKA the DMD.
Here's your daily dose of doings happening in the world.
And one day before the Men's Room World Tour at the 884 pub in Bremerton.
The 884 pub.
884.
Correct.
Don't say 88. What did I say?
You said
I'm
884.
stuttering. 884.
The disrespect.
I think it's fine.
But you're rocking
she's
a
now
black,
blacklisted.
Right.
You're wearing a Black Raven t-shirt.
Yeah, I got this from Black Raven.
Go figure. Sarah's going to the party.
Yeah.
She's ready. She's absolutely
Sarah's
ready.
always ready to party.
Yeah.
You know it.
And we have a party bus.
Oh, man.
She was
Bremerton.
like, I don't know. I was like, we're going to get a party bus. She was like, and.
Is there a poll on it?
Oh my! I hope so.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Brian's like, we have a party bus. And she said,
Yes. Literally.
yep.
If there is a poll on the party bus, I will be seeing my way off of said bus because I don't need the HR nightmare that would follow that. And then he threw quarters at me.
Quarters, Ryan. Not even $1.
Pick up your filthy quarters.
Hey, the DMD is brought to you by Palace Lawn. The Mariners, they put some money towards a brand new player. We've been saying pitching's been great. The bats need to come alive. And well, they picked up a guy over from Tampa Rays, Randy Arozarena, who's an outfielder and apparently has a very strong bat. He was a Rookie of the Year back in 2021, a 2023 All-Star. He's been playing really well for his team, so hopefully he'll continue his playing ways with the Seattle Mariners as they definitely need some bat support. And they'll be taking on the Chicago White Sox in Chicago today and for the rest of the weekend.
Show me that strong bat, Randy.
Get over here, Randy or Rosarena.
Also from the world of athletics, the 2024 Paris Olympics opening ceremony starts in about 30 minutes. Athletes from all around the world are arriving in France. Nearly 600 will represent Team USA. We have 250 returning Olympians and 122 medalists. You can watch the ceremony on NBC, Peacock, and the NBC and NBC Olympic apps. And it's hosted by Mike Tirico, Kelly Clarkson, and Peyton Manning.
Kelly Clarkson!
The event will showcase everything from music and dance and performances. It's going to be a really cool opening ceremony.
And Gojira! Yeah!
Gojira's going to be there. Plus, any Olympic events that involve the term shuttlecock, clean and jerk, snatch, and hooking, that means I'm in.
Closing ceremony,
Some of my favorite sports.
August 11th. So we got like a full 2 weeks of this goodness.
And let's not forget the breaststroke as well. Want to throw it out there. Hey, as far as weather, we're going to hit a high of 76 degrees. It's going to be sunny. The DMD is brought to you by Kia of Puyallup, and that's what's up.
Ryan Castle is up next with the Morning 12 Pack.
The Daily Migs Show.
Hey, it's Tiki Barber with 2 words any business owner wants to hear: extra income. Amazon Hub Delivery is looking for Seattle businesses to assist with local deliveries. You get paid for each package delivered. Amazon Hub Delivery has no startup cost, no long-term contracts, and no delivery experience required. If you're a Seattle business ready to assist with local deliveries, sign up today at amazon.com/hub delivery. That's amazon.com/HUB delivery.
This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Whether you love true crime or comedy, celebrity interviews or news, you call the shots on what's in your podcast queue. And guess what? Now you can call them on your auto insurance too with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive. It works just the way it sounds. You tell Progressive how much you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll show you coverage options that fit your budget. Get your quote today at Progressive.com to join the over 28 million drivers who trust Progressive. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
For those in the market for flavor, there's Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, a flavorful drink that's a modern twist on a Mexican street classic with 4 vibrant and refreshing flavors: pineapple, watermelon, hibiscus, and cucumber lime, made with a splash of real fruit juice. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas are perfect for any fiesta, small or big. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas, boldly authentic, vibrantly flavorful. Drink responsibly. Modelo Spiked Aguas Frescas flavored beers imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois. Hibiscus contains juice only for color.
Big box stores are great if you want to stay the same. But be careful not to get boxed in. North Coast Electric Supply can help you get where you need to go. From great products to unique services and solutions, click now and experience your upgrade.